It's the time to get down.
NeilUrban.tv. For those of you who don't know, let me remind you about NeilUrban.tv. Now, theoretically, the community managers like DeVoe for Spoken Words and Jezreel at Morning Coffee will do things too. But this is all theoretical, see? So this is what I need to do, is do regular postings, both blog postings and what they call broadcasts. When you have a way when you run a Ning site, that when you can log in and send like what they call a blast. So you need to send out blasts regularly. And then the blast can really just be about, the easiest blast for all of us right now is just about new content.
Yeah.
Because everybody's bringing new content. PMC's bringing new content and posting it at his spots. Mac has weekly new content, which is essentially the same boat that I'm in.
Right.
Okay, and then the same thing with you, Vic. You know, we talked about this because if you take a look, see, this is our expansion. We know new sports. See, Victor already is so busy with it. Because Victor and I know the importance of it. We're trying to develop the habit set. Because we want it to take seconds.
Right.
And especially video things. Mac could do it with his voice. One of the things that Mac did that was so cool, remember when he was walking around with his phone? Mm-hmm. Those are the exact kind of postings you need to do around the stuff that's more packaged.
Right.
Well, you need the regular little lightweight stuff talking about different things. I'm trying to do the exact same thing. And the smartphone is the way, you guys. Now, the PMC, when you watch this later, remember, the smartphone ties into the new live stream account, which makes you work with it like posts.
You're going to have to hit him later because he's already had to take off. That's
what I figured, but I figured he would see this.
Yeah.
But the idea, everybody, is what I'm saying is this. We produce regular segments here. Everything else that I want to do, I'm going to try to do from the phone or a tablet. Okay? And that's the whole thing. You know, either talking about episodes that I'm already doing or doing little things.
Right.
Okay? And those little things are what round out your presence in your community. Now, we already are doing that. Now, Vic, the other thing that I was mentioning is you notice, I don't think we don't have it set up for yours, huh, do we? Was the leaderboards.
Right, not yet.
Well, we don't have it on the front. Because you got to, I will just wait till we had more activity. That's why.
No, that's what I'm saying. The whole part is to collect all your activity. Once it's gone, you're in cell phone mode, man. It's on and cracking. Transparency and synchronization of the apps, you're done. All you have to do is just check into your mobile phone. It is done for you.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell everybody. We think that the stuff that makes it easy is the fact that you're going to manage it from the smartphone.
Right.
That's why we suggested people just go on and deal. Like, I think Mac can do everything with the iTouch, though.
Right.
But we think whatever smartphone. I'm just telling you, I use the iPhone because it's easier.
Right. Yeah.
All right. I'm telling you, even though but remember, Dick and I also have the Nexus 7, which is Android, specifically because we work with Androids every day.
Right.
So know that we're testing the only thing I'm not dealing with is the BlackBerry right now because they're making a little too much work. Okay, now take a look here at Spoken Words, okay? Again, theoretically, postings into the one thing about postings into the chat room, they disappear. So postings into the blog stays. But look at how this is the robot, Mac. This is the robot. This is what's generated by that leaderboard robot, this top content. And remember why we said this is valuable, because it supports your viewers, your fans. So the reason why we have it active in all our sites is because, look at this, is how it really makes the fans, it embraces them. Okay? So remember, because that's one of the things we're considering. So in most of ours, we're trying to really use this, the leaderboard. You don't do anything. Once you turn it on, it does itself.
That's right.
It is no work.
Right.
So that's the other thing. But for me, I'm talking about, again, the postings that I want to do. Now, one of the things we recognize, too, is that certain work it gets redundant. For example, when you make a new blog posting, it'll tweet. You can set it up so it tweets and goes to Facebook. All right.
Yep.
So for me, what I'm saying as the priority, when I say a shift in priority, this is what I'm talking about. My goal is to make a shift in priority so that I prioritize my communications with the community.
Yep.
Now, and we're trying to get that in a minute to include MySpace. But it depends on how they worked out. I don't know if they canceled all our friends, all that.
No, they haven't. They haven't canceled out your friends.
Okay, I just couldn't find it.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Well, I'll get into it later. But if you actually go type in your URL with your name and it pops up, you'll actually see the old MySpace because of your name on the MySpace. So if it's Mario Hemsley, you'll see your friends down there on the side. But still, in all, you know, it's how do you interact with them? I haven't gone that far yet, so you just have to go check it out now. That was about a week ago when I checked.
Okay, well, here's Mario Hemsley.
Yeah, see
MySpace.
See your top,
okay.
you see your top friends, and then you see the total.
Oh, it does have that.
Yeah.
Okay. Mario has 43. Not because Pax, because you know how much. Okay, let me show you this. This is the trip. You know how many friends Spoken Words has on MySpace?
Well, for one, that's not being used. Yeah, and they don't let you interact with the friends thing. You know, they don't. They're not getting into the management of all the friends. They said enough of that. You know, just top friends. So.
Well, yeah, because they definitely not getting to the management, huh?
No, they don't want to. They understand what it means now. I mean, too much management. It's a lot of photos.
Well, Spoken Words has got 11,000 friends.
Yeah.
Up at MySpace.
Right. And nobody's really representing it as
no one represents
as
it.
a community manager.
No one represents
the
it.
brand of his name is strong enough to hold it.
Right. So part of the whole thing of dealing with the community managers to me was to try to bring in the interaction with this stuff.
Right.
That's why I said, see, in terms of the prioritizing, shifting. We got new shows coming, but it really has to do about embracing and getting some habit sets in these communities. So what I mean specifically, postings to these communities or cross-posting, right?
Right.
Because if we're going to post at the other site, some of those are the same postings going to multiple places.
Yeah, I used to use MySpace for my Twitter and Facebook when I just wanted to go and keep MySpace friends because you don't want to leave the community where you have the strongest friends. So I have 3 profiles there and have thousands of friends. Not a lot of, I mean, maybe 9 or 10
Right.
or 8 or 7. But you need to keep them connected. So I would use that as my launching spot, and then it would send it out to my Twitter and Facebook account.
Okay, I got what you're saying. Because remember, right, different sites, when you do things, give you the option that when you do a posting or a like or something, do you want us to also post this at the other places?
Yeah.
This is where it can be helpful.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. You can set up MySpace, so when you post in MySpace,
Yep.
it also posts to Twitter and Facebook.
Facebook.
So, Mac, you see why that might help you to have a MySpace profile for Mac,
Yep.
McAllister, and all you would be posting is the information about your latest show.
And because you're more in line with the music, and that's the community that represents all forms of music, the new evolving app is more simpler and trimmed down, and you don't have to go through what we went through where you had to be a code person. Now it's kind of set up, so all you have to do is just drop your content in and build your base. And it's a music foundation spot. Now, it's still Facebook is one for everyone else, but it's specifically for those who are music enthusiasts.
Now, let me tell you this. Remember what we said, the issue is to communicate with your community. The issue that I have also, there's a bunch of different things to use for that, okay? Whether you're posting audio or video or whatever.
Right.
And remember the issue's cross-posting, right? So, and also using it with your phone. So here's the bottom line. Whatever kind of video you do, you have to be prepared to cross-post at different places, whether that happens automatically or you do it manually.
Right.
Even if you have to do it manually, it should take you anywhere from seconds to minutes, right?
Right.
So taking the same video and posting it to 10 places,
Right.
if that takes you more than 5 minutes, you're doing it wrong.
Right.
You're just doing it wrong because it
Right.
should have taken you 2.5.
And here's a one that, I don't have to tell everybody. A lot of people are already doing this. If celebrities and everyday people are using the phone on themselves, you'd be amazed that you should actually have a whole bunch of photos you take of yourself in all various ways. Don't think Cosmo. Don't think like a model. All types. The idea that you send out messages and everything is going out, but then they can't reflect on you in some kind of way, having the experience of what you're doing. It's like sending out content and you have one photo and you use that for a year. That's not going to help. You're going to have to turn the camera on yourself as you send it out. Or
put the camera on the world.
Right.
The one thing I would challenge you, those of you who are camera shy, put the camera then on the world while you talk.
Yeah.
In other words, Mac did that. He shot street scenes with his voice narration.
Right.
That's everybody's one to use sometime.
And
That's a steady one.
Break out all your pimp hats and just get some poses where every hand has a different hat lean. Take a picture of it. 1, 2. You could toss it up over the shoulder. Whatever you do, it'll make it more interesting because it adds to your personification of who you are. Part of it is, as they say, who are you? Because I can imagine when somebody says, we read it in the chat room, when people say, well, what is this? And we just assume they would know what it is. They can see the talking. They say, but you're not telling me what it is.
Right.
One of our faults that we deal with at Pax Theory, we know it. We know our website well, but people don't understand the people and why they're in there and what they're doing.
So,
and we're trying to get better at that as we go.
Okay, I'm just writing that down. One of the things to me that we would want to do is have a who we are welcome post. That could even be a piece of another document that we put in the chat room at the beginning of a show. And then start doing our personal stuff.
Yeah.
What I want to do for February 1st, which is not really, just what we're supposed to do for February, is at least, Vic, you and I, we're going to make a list of what we think are going to be the activities Monday, 7 days a week. We're going to list what the activities are in detail, like post a blog item to this, have it cross post to these, where you and I are first going to talk about what we're going to make the list up based on what we want. It's not a complicated list. You guys see what I'm saying? Vic and I, we know we want to somehow announce, make you aware of what's on the show. Then also after the shows, acknowledge what was the key points, or maybe ask a question to people. Did you see this? Was it crazy the way that went off? Because remember, we want to make posts that encourage communication 2 ways, not just announcements.
Right.
But so you want to ask questions. So we're going to make a list of what we want to do. And notice everything that all of our plans have to do with this attitude, right? We're still going to do the shows and everything the same. But because we think the priority is to begin to work with the community and to get used to the setup so that we know our plan is. So then by the time we get to South by Southwest, we will be making posts that morning, posts throughout the day, posts that evening, certain kinds of posts, video posts with the phone, audio posts, video posts where we're showing different parts of the scenery and you can just hear the narration. Just to get a list so that we can know clearly in our mind what it is that we're producing when. Now, the other thing is this. The regular occurring commercials. That is a longer term project. But we have to address that. How are we going to we have a 24-hour broadcast machine. Okay? How are we going to best use that to promote the other things we're doing? So that's why I was talking and the same thing has to do, like I said, for Mac too. Because we can run a commercial about what's his latest. Like if he had a commercial, he sent us every Saturday. Say he did the commercial every Saturday when he did the show. And it was just a commercial. Hey, this week on Mac McAllister, I'm doing the such and so, right. And such and so, and tune in. That's onlinewithmac.ning.com. If he did that like every week when he did the show, then it could be in a rotation so that it plays at the top of the hour, every hour or whatever. But remember, we need the same things for our shows. And our shows are 3 days a week.
Right.
So it's the mechanism. How are you and I, or what is the mechanism? I also thought about having Jezreel produce those.
Right.
Like a third party, like watch the show and then later on do the post on it. Like when she says, hey, today on Morning Coffee, it was crazy off the scene when so-and-so did this. And when she would make a note during the show of the craziest or most entertaining points and do a video posting at the end of every show.
Yeah.
Theoretically, a short video posting from the phone. Hey, today on Morning Coffee, it was crazy. Mario Vic did this, blah, 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 blah. And you can do this, blah, 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 blah. Remember, this is the kind of stuff. So notice, none of this is hard. It's mostly habit sets, Vic. So that's why I'm trying to I'm going to be making the notes. And you and I are going to make, that's what I think is the need in terms of the priorities. The simple part is just to make the list of the tasks that we're going to do, some of which we're already doing, the ones that we want to, and make up the whole wish list of tasks so we can see what the workload is,
right.
Which we already know we can do this where the workload ain't a lot.
Right.
Just like I told Mac, theoretically, if he was really moving, wouldn't this be less than half an hour a day? Vic, it would be way less than that, right?
Yeah. Let me see something here.
It would be like, hey, what's the matter?
Mac, you just said no audio or video. Just lost your broadcast. Let me just see something here. Let me just check.
I see it.
You see it?
No, because you're supposed to know. See, you have your monitor up?
Yeah, I just saw
So
it.
you should see it.
No, I
live
just
stream
I
that
just
you're
I just hit it because I was paying attention to you. So just happened.
I'm doing it right.
You
I'm
got it?
switching
All right. There. Okay.
That's why we're working with this monitoring system here, because we're making certain redundancies, and Vic and I are having to add to our tasks. Now, it's not bad, but we just need a little time to grow into it. In other words, yeah, having what Vic has over there on top of his monitors and what I'm having and how we switch up. That's the part that we're learning to work better with.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot when you think about it, and when you and it may not be. It's just having your eyes move. You're constantly in motion, and that's what's happening. And you're reading. And for example, I have to get used to live stream dropping in commercials. Remember, it used to be that they dropped in commercials. They don't do it as often. So sometimes when I'm looking over at Justin. Justin's fine. I'm going, well, why is the commercial popping up on live stream? Oh, that warning.
Well, that's the part you guys can never understand yet, because you're not experiencing it.
Yeah.
That we always are killing a bunch of birds with one stone. So we're actually always testing out system changes.
Right.
I try to keep them to a minimum, but you have to change as Windows changes and the software changes, so you know that they're coming. Most of the stuff Vic and I are doing is stuff that we're optimizing, giving ourselves more feedback, better monitoring so we can find mistakes and adjust quicker. But so like Vic says, we have to get used to looking at all that, having your eye, like we have this set up as a monitor, that set up as a monitor, and so we're getting used to it. So Vic, I'm going to let Jezzy know, but I'm going to call Jezzy now. Let's call Jezzy, see if we can get her on the phone. Okay?
Okay.
And then we'll see what happens. See? So let's try Siri. Call Jezreel Valentine.
I don't have a phone number for Jezreel Valentine.
Really? Well, she has. Let's text message her. Send Jezreel Valentine a text message.
What do you want to say to Jezreel Valentine?
Hey, Jezzy, this is Mario, period. We are live on the air and want you to give us a call, period. That's because we don't have your phone number, period. Or maybe we do, but I have to look for it, period. So call us now, period. Hey, Jazzy. That's funny. We're live at air. Want you to give us a call. Okay, let's send that message. Let's see if she can respond. Okay, but the main thing, like I said, even tomorrow, Jezreel's supposed to be here.
Right.
Same kind of a meeting.
Right.
We're going to be taking her through stuff and making specific lists.
Okay.
And having her keep the list and stuff, too.
Okay.
About the task. Because what we want to do is be very specific and regimented about the daily tasks. So that at least you know they're getting done.
Right.
Then you can start to track the outcome.
Gotcha.
Okay, like we're going to ask Jesse to do this certain outreach. Now, everybody, I went and took a look at our membership, and Vic, that's part of what we're going to do with Jesse too. But we have a certain amount of members at the site. So that means those are the ones we're supposed to reach out to. The ones who are already members at our sites.
Right. Yep.
Okay? And that for everybody who has a Ning site, that's one of the places where you do start.
There, you got it. You got it. Mac likes the voice to text. He definitely enjoys that.
Oh, the one on the Siri, the voice to text?
Yeah.
Hey, Mac, it's costing the iPhone that I'm text messaging, right, Vic? Mm-hmm. See, it used to be too complicated, you guys, on the BlackBerry. I had to pull different things up. Here, the iPhone, you just say, I want to contact them, and you take whatever's available.
Right.
And sending a text message is no different than sending an email. Hello? Hello?
Mario?
Yes?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes?
Hey.
Okay, we're just talking about you on the show.
Well, me and DeVoe are here.
Where?
What, at my house? We just got to doing insanity. It's insane.
Okay.
I like that. Do your insanity.
Okay, what? You realize you got me paranoid, right?
Why should you be paranoid?
Because you didn't respond to my text message before.
Are you
so
trying-
now I'm like, okay, is he mad? Does he have an attitude? Because that was a dumb question.
Have I ever shown anger? You should know that you should know that it's a distinct possibility. have I ever shown sarcasm relative to questions?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. You hear DeVoe?
Yes.
Sarcastically. Hi, Mario.
Hello there, Impus.
What?
Hey, so we were just talking about tomorrow what we're going to do, which is essentially the same as today. We're meeting and we're talking about plans and our priorities and making our list of things to do. And so that's what we plan on doing tomorrow.
We want to be there.
Yeah. I thought we had already decided that again, but okay. Yes, we want you to be there. I thought we'd already decided that. Just like I thought we'd already decided you would be here today.
No, we didn't. When did we decide that?
Well, let's put it like this. No. We didn't decide that you would be here today. We decided that you could come today. It was up to you. So you didn't have to email me once again to confirm that we would be here. By the way, so I will just confirm. We will also be here Wednesday.
But the problem is, I didn't know if you were doing a morning show.
It doesn't make any... Whatever we do, you're welcome to be part of it.
I'm happy to be a part of it as long as I know the time.
The time never changes. We always are here at 9 o'clock, ready to go. 8:45.
Last week you told me 8:45, but okay.
I just said 8:45, which is 8:45. It doesn't change.
Okay. DeVoe said she can't get there until 11 tomorrow. But I could be there at 8:45.
Okay. But I'm saying, everybody, do it. The plan is to use the time to work on things. That's what we were just talking about, and so to use the time to work and making a list of the things that we want to do, the specifics. So that's the part that's good. We already discussed a bunch of that, and you'll be able to see that in today's show if you get a chance to rewatch it. If not, we'll be there tomorrow.
Because I want to learn how to post stuff the way that Victor does. You said that I need to post at a higher standard. And so I'm trying to find out how to do those things.
Right. That's will be amongst the things we'll be talking about is how to post because we're prioritizing our posting. So we'll be talking about the postings and posting both from the computer. So yeah, of course. So from the computer and from the phone, different kinds of postings. So that's what we're going to do.
Right.
Yeah, because the same thing we want to, because we're trying to show everybody else the ideas. Yeah, so we're going to work it out. I got ideas to keep it short and sweet. So yeah, also with your computer, we're going to be taught. We already told everybody that how you're going to be an expert at working live stream and blog talk radio.
Right.
And we told them how you've been diligently, how you already got started. Because since we had discussed that last time, that you had already gotten started on live stream and blog talk radio, all that, installing it, make sure it was ready. We knew you had already gotten going on that. So we told them that that's part of what we would be talking about tomorrow. And we actually, theoretically, will all make posts together tomorrow. All of us.
Okay.
Okay, and show them on the air.
That sounds like fun. I'm willing. I told you I rearranged my schedule so that I'm available all day on Tuesdays now.
Well, that's wonderful. So
I thought so.
so you can plan on working all day then.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, all right. Works for me.
Vic?
Oh, I'm not going to be here all day. You guys can have a party.
And PMC and Norman in the house.
You guys are crazy.
Mac is in the house. PMC was in the house. PMC had to go. I told them these days that they just people get to just watch us work and watch us interact with you guys.
Oh, okay. The reality show part
Hey,
of it.
so that's the part. Hey, so your stuff is real specific too, for at least the beginning ones. That's what makes it kind of cool. We're going to look at Uvu. Basically, Uvu, if you don't have it installed, we'll get you installed. Uvu, the live stream Procaster, the Blog Talk Radio Studio, and the different rooms that we already designed where you could do simultaneous postings in all the different chat rooms. Like, in other words, when you're live on the air, you're going to be interacting with Ustream and Justin, not just the live stream people.
Right. Yeah, no, I like that. That's what I want to learn.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Now, tonight at 7:30 is the meeting again, the community manager meeting. Again, that's up to you what you do. You could come here. You could do it from there. If you come here, there'll be things to do.
Figure out how to upload videos on my Devote TV, so I'll be there 7:30.
Okay, that would be a good thing to do. Okay, that's a good one, and you could do it from here. I would see those are good things to you guys to do from here, and make sure it works. Yeah,
Right.
and I can feed you.
Yeah, okay, you can feed us? Okay.
I can feed you, but if I could know what we were eating, if I knew, see the thing about it, especially with DeVoe walked in talking about where's the Cinnabons. And I said, did you make the Cinnabons?
That's a
I
good
gotta
one.
buy the cinnamon buns and make the Cinnabons too. Can I see your ass so I can kiss it, please?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm not bringing anything.
I'm saying I'll buy this stuff, but do I have, at least, hey, y'all might have to learn to pick up something, or get reimbursed.
DeVoe said fish. Fried fish. DeVoe said some fried fish.
Well, she might have to pick.
That sounds like a stinky studio.
We can eat some fried fish. That would be healthy. We know where to get fish, too.
Yep.
We do know where to get fish. I never have any trouble feeding. That's one of the things I am good for is a meal. I'm pretty much always good for a meal.
Okay, good, because sometimes I'm hungry.
You know what?
Tube steak. Sound like a personal problem.
This is amazing to me.
Sounds like,
We didn't shift it.
yeah, sound like a personal problem to me.
Lord.
So look, Mario, we're coming tonight. DeVoe said fish. Whatever is fine for me. I just don't eat pork.
I see some of your old boyfriends.
That's wrong. That's just wrong. You know what?
Ate some goat, too.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
little bit of bear. That's some bears and
That's
beaver
raw.
meat in there.
That's wrong.
Okay, Devon just walked out the door.
All right, so y'all, we just got to communicate about the food. That's cool. And remember, it's going to be fun. It's going to be the easiest way to get work done and, do a show at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Well, I'm happy to do it.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know, just I have to wade through your sarcasm and figure out, okay, is he mad or is he just in surgery somewhere?
I feel for you.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. Sounds like it's really a challenging task. And I wish you well.
Okay. All right, so Mario, we're gonna see you tonight, 7:30, okay?
That's right. And if you want to come earlier, that's okay too.
Okay.
Remember, we have to stop. Well, the broadcast part, maybe we can still work a little bit, but see, remember, Victor and I don't want to go to, remember, we could go a little longer, but remember, we don't really plan on going past 9.
Two a day.
No, and I appreciate that.
Believe me, 2 a day is big time.
Right.
We got 2 broadcasts a day. It leaves very little time to
Right.
do the other things. And I got to get.
Right.
I have to go out and try to get projects out in the local zone. So I'm kind of
Right.
canvassing for
Well,
people. Yeah.
And so we may stop the broadcast, but still be around.
Right.
But if you really want it, or else you could come a little earlier too. So remember that. No one's trying to kill themselves on Monday, Tuesday night. So it's not going to be hardcore. And that but either way, like I said, we'll get a lot done. We always do.
Well, that's what I want to do. Okay. Well, I'm with it,
Okay?
and I'm getting.
Because if you guys want to eat, you might have to get the food before the show, right?
Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying, okay? So we might have to. So somebody might, if I'm a treat, unless we getting it from like Mel's Fish Market or something. Is that what fish? What fish does she want?
Wait, Mel's is on
Adams.
Jefferson?
Isn't that on Adams? No, it's on Jefferson. It's on Jefferson. Yeah, Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Mel's.
So if you guys want Mel's, you maybe should come a little early.
Or pick it up and be reimbursed.
Or you can pick it up and be reimbursed.
Okay.
You
All right,
have your
so then-
choice.
So we need to call you. We need to call you a little later, around 5, to work that out.
Yeah, because Vic and I will want to give you our dinners. We want catfish or some snapper. Yeah, so and I'll either reimburse you, like I said, or if you need to come by here, then come by here and pick up money. You could do that one too. That's why I said. But then we'll be ready to go. I want to do the work part starting. We got to be preparing to go live at 7.
Okay, so that.
That's for me. You guys can walk in if you want at 7:30, because that's you're used to coming at the last minute. But for us to be broadcasting at 7:30, Vic and I have to be out here at 7.
Are you saying that you want to eat before you broadcast?
I would think so. That's what I was saying. That was the whole reason of having this. Because if it's a 1-hour show that starts at 7:30, I can't fill up the first 40 minutes with fish.
Okay, so we need to be there no later than 6:30 with the food.
That would be wonderful.
Okay, so I'm gonna contact you around 5 o'clock to find out if DeVoe's gonna front the money, or if we're gonna come and pick the money up from you, and to find out what your orders are.
Yes. Thank you, and I'm sure our audience appreciates the degree of detail that we put into the refreshments. I'm glad everybody listening out there in cyberspace, this is a world of internet television, fish and chips.
Mario, I'm telling you, I be on it with the details.
She's good. She's good.
She-
She's
well, okay. Well, let's see if we can apply that to a few other areas. Maybe, perhaps some of the areas that I would like. One or two of those, maybe. Forget it. Maybe one of those.
That's cool.
Okay, if I have to call Nails to order the food, it's going to take time for them to prepare it and all that. So I'm calling you at 5.
Okay.
So be ready. Okay, listen, I gotta go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm calling you guys back today at 5.
Okay.
Okay, bye, Pack Stereo family.
Bye.
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 Yeah, as you can see, it's a really rough world here in the world of internet television.
I have no comments. I'm leaving it all in your hands.
Yeah, I'm getting messages. All right, y'all. So, what time is it? It's time. We done, shit.
Ran long.
We got to deal with the schedule things, too, because
Ran long.
Friday, I got to deal with this.
I know. That's why I said don't
But
even worry about it.
But I still maybe we were able to work. I'm just trying to, if I have to go to a Catholic funeral
It's this Friday coming.
on Friday at 11, that's what makes it.
But it's not this Friday. It's no issue. We have nothing going on this Friday.
Oh, that's next Friday?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
know.
That solves one of the big issues. And then Monday,
We have on February 6th, 8th, and 9th are our block dates.
okay,
That's
because we
Fridays.
have because then I got a Monday. She was just
That's
telling
the
me.
4th, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's booked for that date. I left that date open because you usually have bi-weekly dates where you have to take care of stuff.
Okay.
So that date is still open. Just have to let Brandy know because of the co-hosting.
Okay.
Other than that, there's no artist set up for that date.
Okay. All right. All right. So we need to go do something else.
Yeah, I got
Right.
to finish the pool.
We got to get some food and run some stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. It's been a special broadcast week. You guys,
Yeah.
hope you enjoy what we've been doing.
Yeah, definitely. Prayers go out to the families of that unbelievable Kiss nightclub Brazil fire. 233 souls lost. If you want to look at some details on what has happened, I posted some pictures and some video of actually. Unfortunately, it's going to show how the struggle was to try to pull people out of that building. Go to my Facebook page, Victor S. Allen. It's ALLEN. If you want to see the posting on that, it's sad how fast that fire spread. Took 5 minutes. All right, we're done.
We're done.